What is up, YouTube? We have the most important golf tip you will see today. And this is what all great and generational golfers have done in the history of golf. And that thing is hip turn. And not just regular old hip turn, the proper hip turn. So if we look at some photos of Ben Hogan, Sam Snead, Tiger Woods, Lee Trevino, all the greatest ball strikers of all time, they all do one thing very, very well. They turn their hips. How do they turn their hips? They turn them in a very specific way. So as we're looking at these photos, we notice a couple trends, right? At the top of their backswing, do you notice where they are? Does it look like they're more on their trail foot or more on their front foot? If you said front foot, ding, 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 you're correct. So why are you not doing that? Why are you moving off the golf ball and trying to rotate your hips? I'm here to show you how to make that secret move that's going to make you a better. So looking at those golf swings, what do you notice? At address, we're going to put a little bit of weight on our front foot here. Why? So we can learn how to pivot properly. It's great to turn, but if we turn and we do it incorrectly, then it's no good to us. So I want you to set up to that golf ball, and I want you to put 65% of your weight on your front foot. Might sound a little crazy, but guess what? The science has told us that if you put more weight on your front foot, you will be more likely at impact to be on your front foot and make a divot in front of the golf ball. That's not made up. That's science. We have pressure plates. We have all kinds of cool technology that shows us how to do that. So at address, let's put yourself at the starting line. Why put us further behind the start line? Put yourself at the golf ball, lean a little bit into that front foot, and put 60% of your weight there. That's the first step in this process of getting you to be a better ball striker. So after we put the weight there, what do? Well, let's go back to the photos of Tiger and Trevino and Hogan, and let's compare what we need to do with what you are probably doing first. As those golfers start to take the club back, you're going to notice a few things. They make their backswing. Their knees are starting to change how much flex they have. So you're going to notice the trail leg is going to get longer and extend. The lead leg is going to bend a little bit. From a down the line view, you're going to notice you see a lot more of my left knee or my lead knee than you did at address. My right knee covers it at address. At the top of my backswing, my left leg is very much visible and my right leg has moved backwards. That is how we make a proper hip turn. So when we set up, the proper hip turn is going to look something like this. Why do we need to make sure our legs change flex? Well, if our legs didn't change flex, watch how difficult it would be to turn our hips. Oh, I can't turn any further than that. This is a conundrum that we run into. We hear golf instruction all the time say, you need to try to quiet down your lower body and turn your shoulders as much as you can, create as much X factor. That's great, but why do all these other really great golfers that have won probably 50, 60 majors, why did they do it this way? And you're being told to do it the other way. How old are you? Are you that flexible and able to, make a backswing without using your lower body? What other sport would you just not use your lower body? That doesn't make any sense. So your job is we need to learn how to start turning like I just showed you. So at address, your knees start flexed. As you turn, let your hips turn and your legs change flex. What do you notice about my right hip? It has gone up and back. That is important. In, up, and back. If I were to do it like you probably do it, I would move off the golf ball. So I started kind of back on my trail foot. I make a backswing. I move backwards. And maybe, yeah, my right leg's gotten long and straight. But where'd my hip go? It just went this way. Look at how much turn. I have no turn. I have no hip turn. So if I go back, I shift backwards. I straighten my right leg. Where's my left leg? I don't see it anymore. Well, it's because I shifted back and tried to turn. To make that proper swing, the most important thing you can do in your backswing is set up with your weight on your front side, then change the flex in your legs to allow your right hip to go in, up, and back. From a backside view, what you're going to notice is when I make a poor turn with my lower body, I shift, I extend my leg, you notice my entire body is moved away from where the golf ball would be. I can't even turn at all now. You can see both my cheeks here at this point. What I want you to do is set up, put some weight on that front foot, change the flex in your legs, and you can be centered, balanced. And what do you notice about my pelvis? It's moved forward. It's way more forward than most amateur golfers are at the top of their back. In review, if you want to be a world-class ball striker and a generational talent like the guys I just showed you previously, you need to make sure you turn your hips. And you need to do it in a very specific way. So remember, put your weight on your front foot, 60% here, 65%, 40% here. You need to change the flex in your legs so you can start to pivot them and kind of really turn the hips around on a tilted angle so you can make sure you're going to hit the golf ball every time. And number 3, you need to make sure when you get up to the top of your backswing, you haven't shifted that weight backwards. If you shift it backwards, it's going to point your belt buckle back at the golf ball. It's going to make it really hard to hit the ball off of a front foot. We need to make sure when we do this, we are on our front foot, 60-40. We change the flex in our legs. And then on the way down, we can be way better at striking the ball first and the ground. You want to work on a drill that will help facilitate some of this. This is the easiest drill. You can do this while making your morning coffee. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to take your golf club. You don't need it. Throw it on the ground. I want you to take both your hands and make a fist like this. And I want you to hang them straight down off your shoulders. Get into your address position. And we're going to pretend like we are going to take our right fist and we're going to pull it back and we're going to try to punch something directly on the ground in front of us. But when I do it, watch me pull my right arm back, almost like I'm going to start a lawnmower. I'm going to start pulling it, pulling it, pulling it, pulling. As I pull it, what do you notice about my right hip? It's going up and back with me. There we go. Where's my weight? From this angle, it is more forward. If you're starting your lawnmower and trying to mow your grass and you're going this way, you're probably not mowing much grass today. You're probably not getting that thing started. I need you to pull it up and back, and you can see my entire right side is long all the way up to the top of my right shoulder. Pull it up and back. That is how we create a world-class backswing with some hip turn. You need the hip turn if you want to be a great ball striker. If you like the video, make sure you hit the subscribe button below so you can see the rest of my content to hopefully make you an even better ball striker than Sam Snead, Ben Hogan, and Tiger Woods.